Hello and welcome to this video where I'm going to show you how Harmony can integrate the document management capabilities of SharePoint with the power of K2 for process management in an interface that is familiar to everybody, which is their Outlook email client. So Harmony is a sidebar within my Outlook that allows me to actually connect to my SharePoint sites, libraries and things. And for example, here we can see a number of sites that I've connected to, sites that I'm following, my OneDrive and any groups or teams that I'm a member of. And I can easily navigate around my SharePoint content. So if I go into a document library here, for example, that we're actually going to use for the purposes of this demonstration. But also we can see that I have an additional tab here specifically for K2. So I can actually see my K2 work list of workflow processes that have tasks assigned to me at this point in time. So I can actually view, refresh, I can action everything directly from here in a very nice, concise way, within the comfort of my Outlook interface. So what we're going to do today is work through a typical workflow process. In this instance, we actually received a CV from a new candidate for an opportunity at our company. So we can see here that navigating to this SharePoint library, I can see all the documents that already exist in this particular instance. So I can see a number of CVs that are already there. But also Harmony is understanding and supporting all of the different content types and views and metadata that you've got defined in your SharePoint libraries as well. It also gives me the ease and ability to capture content just by dragging and dropping. So for example, where I've actually received this CV from a new candidate by email, I can simply drag that into the library to capture it into SharePoint. I'm then prompted to fill in the metadata for that particular item. So in this case, I'm going to just update the title that's been automatically added there. I'm also going to update some of the other properties. So in this case, the profile of the candidate. In this case, it's a technical position. But also we can see that there's other properties there that are going to get actually updated as we go through this process of qualifying the candidate and maybe taking them to an interview or offering them a job further down the line. So I can easily then save that document into SharePoint. It's checked in, it's made available to other users. And I can see from here, I can easily work on that document. So I can very easily open it up. I can review it. I can see the properties and the version history and things. But what I actually want to do is I want to start a workflow process from here. So you can see in this contextual menu that I have an option to start a K2 workflow directly from the document that I've just captured. And in this case, I would see all of the different processes that are defined in this particular library. So this is actually an HR library with CVs and candidate information in. So here I can select an application process from here. So I'm going to initiate that process. And what that's going to do is obviously kick off the process in K2. It's going to update all the necessary properties that are being controlled and populated by K2, and also obviously route that document through the workflow that's been assigned to it. So if I just refresh my view there in Harmony, you can see already that I've actually received an automated email, but also the document has been updated in SharePoint. So the status has already been updated to say that it's now going through a qualification process. What I now want to do is take on the role of one of my colleagues to say, actually, my colleague needs to review that CV. So we can see that now I've automatically received an email, an automated email from K2 to say that I need to consider and review the application of this particular candidate. I can obviously see that I've got links there as well, but instead of actually clicking on those links and going to another interface, I can simply right-click on the document link that I have there, and that will take me directly to that document within the Harmony interface within my Outlook. So from here, I can easily then view and review or mark up the document, and I can also go ahead and view or edit the properties. So in this case, I can see that it's the current status and the information that's been added by the K2 workflow process. But what I actually want to do here is I want to add a comment to say, actually, I've reviewed this CV and I've got some concerns about this particular candidate. Maybe they don't have the right qualifications that we're looking for, or the right experience. So I'm just going to add a comment to say that this candidate and then I can go ahead and put the explanation that I want to add from there. And then save that back to SharePoint. So I'm working on that information live in SharePoint directly from the Harmony interface. Now what I can also do is, if I just select the email, you'll see that within Harmony, I've also got access to the task that has been assigned to me directly from the Harmony interface. So from here, I can open up the workflow process, the flowchart, so I can actually see where it's been, where it's going, and what process it's actually going to go through. So I can see with the color coding there that it's been through the initial kind of data capture stage. It is currently at the qualification stage here that's highlighted in blue. Now I need to make a decision. Do I want to continue with this candidate and take it on to the next level, maybe have an interview with them, or do I want to actually stop the process and send a notification to the candidate that their application has been declined? So in this instance, I actually want to action that from here, and I'm going to stop the process because, as I said, the candidate wasn't suitable for this particular position. So I'm going to go ahead and stop that. Now, straight away, the email has been marked in my Outlook as being actioned by Harmony on the K2 task. And also, if I just review or refresh that view there, we'll see that the status has been updated as well to say that this particular CV has actually been refused. If we switch back to the original colleague who received this CV and captured it, and again refresh your view from there, we can see that same information. Now, on top of that, what we can also do is we can utilize the different views in the SharePoint library. So, for example, if I take a look at this email view, we'll see that some automated emails have been sent out, and they've also been automatically captured into this particular library. Along with that, those emails have been captured with their metadata, so I can see who it was sent to, when, and all those kind of things. And if I just open that email up, we'll see, for example, the email that was automatically sent to the candidate to say that their application has been rejected, along with the comments that I added directly into the properties in the document in SharePoint through Harmony. So very, very quickly, we've seen how Harmony can really utilize and present the capabilities of SharePoint and K2 in conjunction together to really help me with my business processes. Thank you.